Hey, Fidelity. What's it cost to invest with the Fidelity app?
Start with as little as $1 with no account fees or trade commissions on U.S. stocks and ETFs.
That's music to my ears.
I can only talk.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Sell order assessment fee not included. A limited number of ETFs are subject to a transaction-based service fee of $100. See full list at fidelity.com/commissions. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Reese's peanut butter cups are the greatest, but let me play devil's advocate here. Let's see. So, no, that's a good thing. That's definitely not a problem. Reese's, you did it. You stumped this charming devil.
Welcome. Hey, what is up, everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to AFK with yours truly. Yeah. Today we are jumping into a whole bunch of different updates, live sports, gaming, news, you name it. We got it all. Spice and meatballs are coming in hot. So let's hop right into it. All right, let's start off this beautiful podcast today. With some life updates, dude. Some little life updates. How's the health? We'll talk about the health. For those of you guys who didn't know, I was diagnosed with a melanoma on my foot. We sliced that bad boy out, and had some pretty crazy surgery. I wouldn't say it was crazy surgery, but it was pretty intense for a foot, for like the bottom of my foot. Anyways, long story short, we're pretty much good. I'm walking around again. I'm working out. It's pretty much almost fully healed up. The scar is obviously always going to be there, but it's much better than it was. So that's great. And now obviously we've removed a couple of other weird little moles that some of them also were like moderately changing as well. But we're pretty confident with the doctor and what Jess and I have looked at, that we've got all the moles under control right now. And we're just, going to be keeping an eye out that, on them. It's just a lot of maintenance basically for the rest of my life, making sure that, we spot any new ones that are growing or that have appeared, and we get rid of ones that are changing that have already existed. So, if you haven't ever had a mole checkup, maybe now's the time to go check out a dermatologist, because, basically Jess saved me. So, before going on vacation, we went and we had this big fat mole. It wasn't even that big and it wasn't even elevated, but it was just on the center of my foot on the bottom of it. And, obviously it was an early melanoma. So better safe than sorry. But other than that, again, guys, we're free. We're good. We're on the up and up, mentally I'm in a great spot. So that's great. That's great news. And of course, my fam. So, my mom, dad, everything's great. Mom just got back from a lovely little trip in I want to say it was Italy. I don't know. I just saw the pictures. There was like 50 messages being sent today, but she's back. She's home. She's safe. That's great. Always love a nice international travel trip when the parents get home. My brother, John, just visited. JB, Bearded Blevins, best escape artist of all time. It's not particularly close. Him and his family drove down to visit Jess and I in Florida with their two, John and Jody, and their three lovely kids, Caleb, Zachary, and Kiara. And Jess and I had we had some great bonding moments with them. And, they're starting to get older where I think they'll actually have memories, at least Caleb and Zachary, who are like 9 and 8. So, they're growing up before our eyes, and it was great. So much fun. Great trip with JB. Just went out at night a couple nights, watched some of the games at some local bars, had some good food, good drinks. And then, during the day, just hung out with the kids. I mean, dude, it's crazy. They just jump. I mean, bro, if you want to just occupy kids, bro, just get a pool. I mean, obviously it's, easier said than done, but even fill up a little kiddie pool with just a hose and just watch them go crazy. Because they are just so easily entertained. It was awesome. All we had to do was just basically sit outside with them while they were just jumping in the pool for 5 hours straight. But it was awesome. It was awesome. It was a great family trip, and they made it back home safe. I think like almost 4 or 5 days ago now. So, little cross-country road trip, safe and sound. JB did a great job getting their family home safe. So, love you, JB. Love you, Chris. Love you, Mom, Dad. If you're listening to this, you guys are awesome. Speaking of the family, let's talk about the little fur babies. How is little Chance and Navi? Chance and Navi are doing great. Chance is still, limping around because he's older. And just, he's a small dog. They have a lot of hip problems. So we've already, replaced 2 of his like slipping patellas, or had surgery on both. So there's really nothing more we can do there other than just work on his arthritis and give him stuff to heal his bones, and just give him energy and make him more mobile. I honestly don't know. Jess is feeding him all the nutrients and stuff, but he's hanging in there, and Navi's just being the classic stinky Navi, just a fluff ball of love, just being incredible. So the puppos are doing great. Hey, travel plans coming up. Yeah, we're listening. We're recording this on the 29th of May, and I'm leaving for Vegas tomorrow. I'll be in Vegas the next couple of days. I'm going there for Tiger Woods golf tournament. That's right. Tiger Woods has a golf charity tournament. I think we donated $30,000 to the charity event so that we can golf and play in the charity poker tournament as well, which is after the golf tournament. So I'm terrible. I haven't even been golfing for a year. For those of you who don't know, it's definitely learned. I haven't had any lessons. It's been all self-taught videos, etc., and just kind of getting out there and practicing as much as possible. Yeah, I'm really hoping that they don't put us on TV like ever, because it's not going to be pretty. My goal, and I'll keep you guys posted when we record a solo podcast when I come back. My goal is to not hurt anyone with a shot, whether it's off a drive or some weird little iron shot. I'm really just hoping not to hit anyone in the crowd. If I don't hit anyone in the crowd, and I don't quadruple putt, I will be happy. That will be a success in my eyes for this Vegas trip coming up. And unfortunately, I'm going alone. We traveled alone to be flying commercial, and just Jess is going to be staying here, hanging out with the pups, taking care of the house. So yeah, this will be my first time traveling alone in probably a very long time. Not flying private, which is, it's obviously very nice to be able to show up last minute. You don't even have to check your bags. You just hop in. You're just basically paying for convenience and time instead of having to deal with delays, etc. in commercial. So I'm really just hoping, honestly, I don't have any delays. Because even when Jess and I flew commercial the other time, we went to Vegas, by the way, also double Vegas trip. We were just rolling out, and all of a sudden, just bing, boo. This is your captain speaking. We are being told that we can't take off for the next 45 minutes. It could be an hour. Like, just a random hour delay out of nowhere. We're all checked in. Everything's good. It's the worst. So I'm just hoping for no delays. Hoping for a nice, good travel trip.
Reese's peanut butter cups are the greatest, but let me play devil's advocate here. Let's see. So, no, that's a good thing. That's definitely not a problem. Reese's, you did it. You stumped this charming devil.
Hey there, it's your boy Ninja, and I've got something epic to share with you. As we start gearing up for those sunny summer days, it's time to make sure we're fueling our bodies right. That's where Factor Meals comes in. Factor has chef-crafted meals ready in just 2 minutes. Whether you're crushing your fitness goals or just need a quick, nutritious bite, they've got you covered. There's no prep, no mess, just deliciousness. Their menu is stacked with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto, all dietitian approved. And get this, folks, we're talking restaurant quality meals here. We're talking filet mignon, shrimp, blackened salmon. Yeah, they don't miss. It's like having your own personal chef without the hefty price tag. Now, here's the deal you don't want to miss. Head to factormeals.com/ninja50 and use code Ninja50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's 50% off. But you have to act fast. This offer will not last forever. That's code Ninja50 at factormeals.com/Ninja50. Fuel your body, crush those goals, and do it all with Factor Meals. What is the weirdest thing that I've seen this week, or the most memorable video on your For You page / TikTok feed? Bro, there's this guy, he does a bunch of characters, and he basically is like the king of brain rot. and he calls himself, oh my gosh, principal, dude, it's from a, oh my gosh, Saved by the Bell. Hold on, I have to Google this. I'm not going to get this wrong. Principal Belding. And dude, it's just the most brain rot of brain rot videos in the world. And he's just hilarious. I love him. Just any one of his videos. I'm not going to name a specific one because I'm pretty sure if I impersonated any of the videos that he does do, it would be bad. They're very, they're crazy. I actually don't know how he's getting away with it, but he's hilarious. So I actually hope to meet him eventually. That'd be cool. See him in a random bar or random spot anywhere, and I'd freaking run up to him and be like, dude, you're the fucking funniest. Hell yeah. What is my favorite Reddit page? I don't go on Reddit. I don't. It's something that I skipped when Reddit became a thing, and even now I just don't like it. I don't like to navigate it. I've never liked forums. I try to get into the forums back in the day, and on Major League Gaming, like the MLG forums and the Game Battles forums. Like I never liked it. I never liked them, so I don't use Reddit. Never have. But more power to all the Redditors out there. All right, let's move on. Let's change subjects a little bit. Let's talk about the sports NBA playoffs, man. What do I think of the playoffs so far? First off, there's two that I'm in love with, and that's hockey and the NBA. And let me tell you, dude, I love these series. But, dude, just watching some of these professional basketball teams, just like the way that these guys are losing, it's astonishing to me. Like the Celtics struggling, and I'll say struggling because they were struggling against the Pacers, somehow win 4-0 in that series. The Pacers, all you Indiana fans out there, I'm so sorry. You guys just threw. You guys threw 2 out of the 4 games. You guys had a 97% victory prediction. There was a 3% chance for them to lose 2 games, and they did everything. Like, dude, those odds, it's astronomical. Like, to have 2 games in a series where you were 97% favored to win the game, and like you guys, it just did. Yeah. Once they inbounded the ball in the fourth quarter in game 1 against the Celtics, and turned the ball over with 25 seconds left, and then Jaylen Brown hits a 3 to send it into OT. Like, I knew that series was over, right? If the Pacers win game 1, bro, like, we're potentially looking at a game 6, game 7 to take, especially winning on home court for the Celtics. It would have been astonishing, but just what an absolute choke by the Pacers. Congrats to all Celtics fans out there. Your team 4-0'd, and now they get some nice, well-deserved rest going into the finals. And who's that going to be against? We got the Timberwolves, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we have the Mavericks. I'm a huge Mavericks fan. I absolutely love the Mavericks. Also love the Timberwolves, man. I fell in love with Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns. They're just great guys to root for, dude. They're an awesome duo. But, in that series, they finally just won game 4, which could have been a 4-0. They only won by 5. And, dude, yeah, they're just not been playing well. Karl Anthony Towns, he got in early foul trouble that game. Still somehow they won it. And, the games before, he was shooting 4 for 32 threes. When you shoot 4 for 32, you're shooting 15% from the 3-point line? Like, at what point are you going to stop taking those shots and start using your height and your build to, make some space in the paint and actually dunk some shit? Like, they put themselves in this position to be down 3-1. I'm rooting for them. I think they'll win tonight against the Mavericks. And yeah, I've been loving the NBA playoffs. Bets are doing great. Bets are doing solid. Had a nasty little tennis parlay the other day. Just been making some nice no-run first inning bets in MLB. This is not gambling advice. This is also, hashtag not an ad. So just, if you are going to sports bet or get into that stuff, please gamble within your means, gamble responsibly, set a limit, which is what I do. I can only deposit so much every month. And I, made that limit with my wife, having good communication, chatting with her. So it's been great. Bets have been going great. What hasn't though is the NHL. My NHL overs on the team totals going against the Stars and Oilers and the Panthers, Rangers. That series has been really fun to watch, but it's really hard to predict how many goals are going to be scored as you get deeper and deeper into the playoffs when goalies are just improving and they're just that much better, as well as other teams' defenses. So a lot of teams get streaky and it's really hard to predict. So I'm learning, but yeah, just watching these games, it's been really great. Series have been super fun. We just had Brian Rust on our sports show. For those of you guys who don't know who Brian Rust is, he's a 2-time Stanley Cup winner. currently on the Pittsburgh Penguins. And my sports shows with my brothers, Jonathan and Christopher, and also Kurt Benkert, who's our fourth. It's called Benkert and the Blevins Bros. We talk about sports, shoot the shit. They're mostly on Wednesday afternoons at like 1 o'clock Central. So you can tune in there if you guys want to listen to some more sports stuff. We kind of talk about, all sorts of topics. And of course, at the end, we like to cook up some juicy bets, share our favorites. And it's going to be really, really amped up in the NFL season when that stuff kicks off, because that's really what we're all super interested in. But we are all starting to watch more, obviously just super getting into basketball, hockey, soccer, and of course, even baseball, believe it or not. So miracles happen every day. And I am absolutely amped for the NFL season. My thoughts on the Lions so far, we had some key re-signings. I approve of Jared Goff's re-signing. I know it was a hefty fee, but I think that he's the guy to get the job done with the team that we have and the coach that we have and the staff. So I'm happy with Jared Goff returning to the team. Jared, if you're listening to this, dude, I love you. I hope you're working on your metamorphosis body change right now. I want you 250 pounds, pure muscle. I want you running people over this season. And if you're not, I'll be a little let down, dude. I'll be a little let down. Let's move on to some trending stuff, dude.
Reese's peanut butter cups are the greatest, but let me play devil's advocate here. Let's see. So, no, that's a good thing. That's definitely not a problem. Reese's, you did it. You stumped this charming devil.
One of the first steps in any good financial plan is to get organized. Most of my clients will sit down in front of me and they may bring in a stack of statements or they may bring in a box of information. Our first step is to know what you have. So I would say gather information. Don't be afraid to find a professional you can talk with and just take action now.
Have I watched The Baby Reindeer and or followed up on the real life characters as well? No, I have not. So we're just going to skip that. Baby Reindeer, looks like a 2024 drama season on Netflix. Looks like I'll have to give it a gander, man. Haven't watched Baby Reindeer. Definitely going to follow up on it, dude. You see the Diddy assault? Oh man, dude. Yeah. Let's talk about the Diddy assault video, dude, real quick. I know we don't like to talk about drama too much, but what an evil person. What an evil man. What is this guy doing? It is never okay to do that to anyone, let alone a significant other or a woman. It's just unbelievable. And I find it so interesting that like the allegations of Diddy, right, have been so much, even more drastic than that video, right? The allegations that people are throwing out, talking about, sex trafficking and freaking all this shit with like underage, just everything, all the allegations, right? And he obviously has fled the country. Like the people were tracking his jet and stuff like that. He's not in the United States anymore. And he decides that after this video releases, he records a apology video from like what looks like his beach house. You can literally like see like the sky in the background and like the environment around him. And I just think it's so interesting that he chooses this to basically like say, oh, I'm so sorry, this wasn't me, but not to address any of the other allegations as well. And like domestic abuse is also like, especially when it's caught on camera, like that's a crime, right? And it's just so funny, like sitting there with this protection from where he's releasing this video, knowing that he's committed a crime, and literally like all the comments to the video are just like, all right, cool, great, man, turn yourself in. Like, okay, cool, great, like come back to the United States and turn yourself in, which he obviously won't do. So it's we'll stay posted on what he's going to do and what's going on with that shit, but that's just crazy to me. Both Mad Max Furiosa and Garfield flopped hard on Memorial Day opening weekend. Are movies dead? Was there any interest in seeing either of those films? I have no interest in Mad Max era whatsoever. I thought apparently it was a hot take when I talked about that on stream. A lot of people said that there are some incredible Mad Max movies. I don't agree. I think that the entire post-apocalyptic, crazy vehicle, leather spike shit is like super overdone. I don't find it entertaining whatsoever. And yeah, I just don't like it. So I can see that it flops. Garfield as well. Like, let's be real, man. Garfield, no one cares about Garfield anymore, right? Garfield was like my era. Who are you appealing to? Like, I just don't think that you're going to pull anyone Like no dad, because I like, or anyone's gonna pull their kids to go see a Garfield movie. Like I don't think, you know what I mean. Garfield was like a cool comic book. It wasn't something. I don't know. I can see both these movies flopping. It's not shocking to me. I still think movies are super viable. I don't think they'll ever truly die like fully. I love going to the movie theater. It's an incredible experience. Like I understand that the candy, everything's overpriced and stuff, but like the idea of going out, just indulging in some popcorn and candy and a soda, sitting there with your significant other or friend and just, you know, watching the movie on the big screen. It's a great experience. But I just don't think, you know, I think that you just have to be more creative, right? Like I think people are, I mean, let's be real, but like it's Mad Max Furiosa. It's been done. There's how many Mad Maxes are there? And then Garfield, right? It's already exists. I think people want new shit, right? Not just remakes. All right, let's end the podcast a little bit with some gaming talk, man. I've been playing a little bit of Valorant. I've been playing a little bit of Valorant. I had an amazing person on my show, Average Jonas, incredible streamer. And, you know, he kind of reminded me that, like, you know, it's good to get out of your head and to play other games. Even though, you know, starting with your main game, like, which would be Fortnite for me, and then, you know, prepping your audience to watch you play other games that you're interested in playing for the remaining of the stream. So I was doing that leading into the new Fortnite season. I was playing some Fortnite and then swapping to Valorant for the last hour or two, and the viewership was great. People were supporting the gameplay. A lot of people in the Valorant community were excited to have me back, which was really cool. And unfortunately, I'm kind of put in this weird little impossible position because of the new Fortnite chapter. I'm not having fun. Like, video games in general, of course, are exciting to me, but dude, like, this season is awful for so many different reasons. And right now, solos are almost unplayable because people can just hop in your vehicles and 99% of the people are just teaming, running around, like shooting real players while someone's driving them around in solos. No one's being banned and Epic isn't stopping it. So solos are unplayable. These cars have 1700, 1800, you know, health, and it's just obnoxious. So I have not been enjoying that whatsoever. I'm trying to play the meta. I'm trying to use the cars and stuff and see if it's more enjoyable. It's not completely unplayable, but then you just run into somebody who just eventually just flies at you and hops in your vehicle, and now he's just sitting in there, you know, mowing people down while you're driving them around, and it's like, it's just not fun. It's not a fun meta. There's nothing to counter the vehicles very much. There's no snipers, so in solos, people can just seat swap and sit there. I mean, I could complain about this forever, but just I'm in a little bit of a situation where, you know, I either have to just play another game for the remainder of the Fortnite season or stick it out. So only time will tell. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you for joining us for this thrilling episode of AFK. Be sure to like, share, and follow for more epic content. Until next time, keep on gaming.
It's AFK with Ninja. Ninja's got a show. It's AFK with Ninja, the best podcast in the world. AFK.
Reese's peanut butter cups are the greatest, but let me play devil's advocate here. Let's see. So, no, that's a good thing. That's definitely not a problem. Reese's, you did it. You stumped this charming devil.
And I always say, let's not use the B word. Let's not use the word budget. Because to me, it feels like I'm on a diet. You know, I can only eat salad, or I can only do this, or I can only do that. I prefer to lean into the spending plan, because we all spend money just like we all eat food. Let's just plan what we eat. Let's plan how we spend the money.